Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another edition of Wrestling Talk. I'm Unstoppable.
And I'm Peter.
And as guys, we talked about this the past two shows tonight of NXT's. Yesterday, I should say, was NXT and NXT UK that we were going to talk about this topic. It was
in NXT.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned it in NXT UK as well. We're going to be talking about the Undisputed Era, about maybe going to the main roster to attack superstars. And who are the superstars? Let's mention...
Well, first of all, like all rumors, doesn't matter what the topic, could be about wrestling. This time it's about wrestling. But it could be about, a movie, a video game, etc. Just take this with a grain of salt. And I got all my information from StillRealToUs.com. They have an article about how AJ Styles is teasing a reunion with the Club, which are, if you don't know, are Gallows and Anderson, and they took a look at his Twitter account, and on his Twitter account there is a picture of AJ with Luke and Carl when they were the faction, and a picture of AJ two-sweeting with Finn Balor.
Alright, well...
So, this topic, basic, and it says, AJ's Twitter account says, hashtag superstar shakeup too sweet. So, the topic here is, could AJ Styles reunite with Gallows and Anderson, and also have Finn Balor as a part of that stable? Will they be heels? Will they be faces?
I think they'll be faces.
I think they'll be faces.
Because if they're going to go up against the Undisputed Era...
I think the first opponents will be the Undisputed Era when they move up.
Yeah.
And they're basically sparking a feud that if everything goes right, could very well change the landscape of the WWE today. Yeah. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, like you said, it's a rumor. It's
take it with a grain of salt. I'm personally taking it with a mountain of salt. Okay.
It might be
because
a little
this
tease.
could turn out to be fake. You never know. This could turn out to be fake.
Here's the thing: if you said this came from AJ Styles' Twitter feed, right?
Yep.
It might be just thinking what he might want to see, or it could be just something that it's in the works, or something that to hype the fans up that it might happen or it might not happen. We've seen stuff like this before. Like they hyped up things on Twitter and pretty much it never even happened.
Yep.
So, who knows until we see it actually happen. Once we see that happen, we will eventually see it. If it does happen.
Now, I know what you're thinking. But, guys, Finn Balor's already the Intercontinental Champion, and Luke and Carl, all the reports are saying they are out the door, as it seems. Yeah. And AJ Styles, no one knows what they're going to do with him. He might move over to Raw. True, but there have also been leaks in the past that have turned out to be true, which is why this topic is so interesting. And what gives this one believability is the fact that they all have connections to Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Both AJ and Finn Balor were once members of a stable with both Luke and Carl, but there has never been a point where Finn Balor and AJ Styles were part of the same faction.
Yeah.
So, because Finn Balor was the original leader, and then once he left, AJ Styles took his place.
Yeah, and, who knows actually what will happen in the WWE. It could happen, it might not happen. A lot of people want to see this happen, and we want to see that be for a long time. But the thing is, will this actually happen? Do you think the WWE is actually going to finally let this happen?
Me personally, no, I don't. I think this is a very, very good speculation, which is why this is a topic on this channel. But I don't know. While this site I've seen this site get a lot of things right in the past, but I think AJ was just, as you said, hyping up the fans for Superstar Shakeup with two of his, finest moments. Because if Luke and Carl are out the door, this is going to be a way of saying, hey, it was nice being part of this ride with you, and I hope that this will be I hope Finn Balor and I can have another match down the line.
Yeah,
that could be what this all is. But if that thing happens to be true, would I want the Undisputed Era as their first opponents? No. Heck yeah, because I said, that feud could spark the beginning of basically a new era right now.
Yeah, and plus, here's the thing is, right? A lot of fans, this is where you can bring ratings. This is what WWE needs, is ratings.
Yeah. I think having two of the most popular units duke it out in if they do it right, probably one of the greatest feuds of all time, could be a way to get ratings, because they now have competition
going into
with AEW.
Yep. And
they now have competition, which means they gotta bring eyes to their product, because it has been confirmed officially that AEW will begin televising their shows on a major network in October.
Well,
which
that's
is
what JR actually said. But is that actually true? But we don't know. That's what JR said. I even tagged you in that.
Yeah.
But that's what JR says. We don't know. We have to hear it from Cody Rhodes and hear it from somebody else. Hey, if I can ask Cody Rhodes, I actually met him in real life, and yes, guys, if you guys want to see a picture of him after my series is over, I will show you guys photos of with myself without the mask on, and you know, so I can show you guys all the photos of me seeing all the wrestlers, and I actually got to meet them, guys. But the thing is, if I wanted to, I could probably try to reach out to Cody Rhodes on Instagram or Twitter or something.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I can't. Because
Right.
he probably won't talk to me. So.
Because he's probably too busy.
And plus, he doesn't probably respond to any of the fans. So.
Yeah. This could be a way of getting eyes on WWE. They now have competition. So
and that's why, and this is why they brought back the Hardy Brothers into this situation. And this is why they put the belts on the Hardy Brothers. And this is why else they brought back some other some other teams that we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So
it's to get ratings. Everything is to get ratings. That's why the Undertaker showed up.
Yep.
For ratings. Because this year is literally their most important year. They need to have their product really watchable.
And
they need their product watchable.
And here's the thing is, right? They also were trying to get ratings when they brought back the Dr. Thugonomics of John Cena. But why put it on a pay-per-view? Yes, it's great for pay-per-view wise for ratings, but it could have been great to see it back on TV for better ratings. Get your viewers up on that shit on TV.
Yeah, exactly. That could have been a way to boost the ratings.
Yep.
I'm with you on that. This topic, though, I think it's fake because while I would like to see this happen, WWE has shown in the past that to not believe everything you see because they have their own way of doing business.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not, they have their own way.
Yeah, especially
and some of their decisions are skeptical, to say the least.
Yeah, and especially how it's coming into the shakeup. When was this actually happen? When did this tweet actually happen? Like before the announcement of shakeup or during the shakeup?
What, the tweet itself?
Yeah, of AJ Styles.
It happened at 12:50 p.m. today.
Okay, so alright. So it might be just like a little tease and a little hype for everyone to see, so we could pretty much see it not happening.
Exactly.
It's just for everyone to get hyped to see it maybe happen with the shake-up. We've seen it before. We almost seen it happen before. Like, we had the AJ Styles with the club, and pretty much they got rid of it.
They did. And then they had Finn Balor with the club.
Yep, and they got
rid of it.
So
then what happened then, which was stupid, but they basically turned what was once a dominant tag team in the club to a comedy act.
Yeah, and then they put them as a useless team.
Yeah, and now they're like now they're about as relevant as the B team.
Yep.
They're literally nowhere in sight.
And well, a couple of weeks ago, we were gonna talk about this topic, but apparently the WWE took them off of like future events, and I think we've seen them appear in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I'm not too sure. I don't think they did, but
no, they did.
They did.
They were in it.
Oh, okay.
They didn't last long, but they were there.
All right. So, who knows what the WWE is going to happen?
Maybe, having said that, maybe they did sign an extension, and maybe they will be at the shakeup. But I think that's wishful thinking on the part that it'll be a faction.
I will have to find out if this is actually true, and the rumors are actually right about this. Then yes, we'll talk about it in our next topic of it. If this does happen, hey, I love doing wrestling talk with you and Peter and you and myself. We need to continue going on the show with wrestling talk.
Yeah, even if it's just rumors like this one, it's something to talk about.
So,
and I saw it. I thought I'd bring it to your attention.
Hey, like I said before, Peter, if anything brings up your attention, bring it up to me, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, if I don't see it, then if you've seen it before me, let's talk about it.
Exactly.
So, if this does happen, Undisputed Era versus Balor Club or whatever they're going to name themselves, this will be great ratings for the WWE.
It will be. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Especially if they bring the Balor Club or whatever they're going to call themselves into a great rating.
I think it would make a lot. I think it would make a lot more sense to just call them the Club. Because you can't really have the Balor Club if AJ Styles and Finn Balor can be there.
Well, the thing is, right? Yeah, maybe, but the thing is, if it was AJ Styles in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who created Bullet Club?
And here's another thing that might be wishful thinking, and we brought it up on NXT. Did you see that? Did you see that segment on NXT today?
Of what?
Remember we talked about it on our NXT show of the Undisputed Era?
Oh, about breakup part?
Yeah, breakup tease.
Yeah.
I think that's more likely than the whole club reunion thing.
Yeah.
I think, and I hope that they don't break up, because I think...
You know what? Here's the thing is, they're probably doing this to tease us, right, into going to Superstar Shake-Up.
Yeah, they want us to get wild up, and then and this is the problem with the internet now. Like, us fans, we hype something up because we're excited about it.
And
but
when
we don't get what we want, because we saw it on the internet, it has to be true. Now, we live in that sort of age now.
Especially
when we see something on the internet, it's got to be true, and if it doesn't happen, we get pissed.
Yep, exactly. And a lot of people get butthurt over things like how the internet is, and this didn't happen. I'm gonna not watch any wrestling anymore, and blah blah blah. But yeah, that was like me. But yeah, I'm watching wrestling again. It took me a long time to watch the WWE again. It's because I was working a second job. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't watch wrestling all the time. But who knows how this is going to play out till next week. If this is actually really true, what AJ Styles said, then we'll see how it is.
Well, the tweet itself is legit. I think the message for the tweet is just a way to hype up the fans.
And the Superstar shakeup.
And to bring attention to the Superstar shakeup that's going to be in Montreal.
Yeah.
So, I think
here's the reason. Here's another thing is, social media is a bad thing to do, is with the Superstars. You know, getting fans hyped and they're like, oh, yay, this is going to happen. But then when it comes to happen that day, it doesn't really happen. You know, this is one way to make the social media be all excited about, and then when it comes to that day, nothing does happen.
Yeah.
Way to go, social media coming to this world to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know Vince McMahon is not going to allow this stuff. It took months and months and months after they were going to listen to us about taking the belt off of Brock Lesnar and putting the belt on Becky Lynch and putting the belt on Finn Balor, which Finn Balor deserves the Universal title instead of the Intercontinental Championship. But hey, why not give it to Finn for the Intercontinental Championship? But now, since Finn has the Intercontinental Championship, does this mean that Finn is going to go to SmackDown if the club and AJ doesn't go to Raw? Or do you think they're going to go to Raw?
Okay. See, I'm kind of torn about this. Okay. I think it would make the most sense, WWE-wise, if Finn Balor goes to SmackDown.
With the Intercontinental Championship?
With the Intercontinental Championship.
But
here's another thing, okay? I have a personal bias here because I'm going to the Monday Night Raw near my hometown in May.
Okay.
So I kind of want to see Finn Balor there then.
Yeah, and the thing is, right?
So I'm going to be, so mark my words, I may be working that day, but I'm going to be paying close attention to what happens in this year's Superstar Shakeup.
Yeah.
This is going to be big.
Yeah, and well, especially with main call rosters and everything else. But the thing is, here's what I want to talk about: is if what's his name, Finn Balor does go over to SmackDown, what does that mean for Intercontinental Championship in the United States Championship? Are they gonna switch brands of the titles? Possibly.
Well, there's two things they could do. One, which would make the most sense, is keep all the champions where they are. Okay?
Yeah.
That's one thing they can do. Number two, they can have obviously the Universal title has to stay on Raw, so Seth Rollins has to be on Raw.
Unless, here's the thing is, what I was thinking is, maybe Universal Championship now, since we got it off of Brock Lesnar, they put the Universal Championship on SmackDown, make it a change here, but the thing is, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think aside from the Universal and the WWE Championship,
which I would love to see go on SmackDown, a Universal Championship, but the WWE is not going to allow that to happen.
No. I think
Universal
everything's on
Championship
the table.
Is the A show.
Or they could do, what they could do is pull a Becky Lynch kind of thing right now, and and have a match between Balor and Joe for both titles?
I wouldn't. To be honest with you, I wouldn't combine the titles again, because that would tell you that, okay, they're combining the titles. Okay, yup, they're gonna combine the titles and just say, fuck it, let's get rid of the brand split. No, don't get rid of the brand split. It's not worth getting rid of the brand split if you're gonna use from NXT superstars to go to the main rosters. Not worth it, guys. Because you're gonna have both Raw and SmackDown roster go to the same shows, and they're gonna use the same superstars those 2 days in a row. No, don't do that. We're already seeing it from the Ricochet and Aleister Black and Lars Sullivan and Lacey Evans. No, don't do that. That's a sign of the brand split breaking up. Don't get rid of the brand split. That's like useless of having NXT in the first place. For crying out loud.
Yeah. So you could have all the titles remain where they are. You could have some switch, which would most likely be Finn and Joe's title. Have Finn go to SmackDown and have Joe go to Raw.
Yep.
Or you could combine the titles, which I do not want to see. Because, like you said, the brand split has to remain. Number one, because the roster's too big to have everyone on one roster.
Yeah, and never mind about my because it wouldn't make no sense, so.
But here's the other thing why it should stay. Because in October, Fox has control of SmackDown.
And plus, here's the thing is, Fox doesn't want no mention of Monday Night Raw on SmackDown. So, that's why the brand split needs to stay.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever happens, man. I'm gonna be paying close attention, and I'm telling you, Undisputed Era is on my short list of people I would want to see called up.
Well, they are definitely gonna probably be called up along with some other people. I would like to see Pete Dunne as well.
I think it's Pete Dunne's time to come up. I think
long overdue for him to be up.
I think Kairi Sane could come up. I think Shayna Baszler. Those are some. Maybe Candice LeRae and Johnny. Although Candice will make more sense because Johnny's already NXT champion.
Yeah. Valentine Dream.
But he's performed on the main roster, so you never know.
Yeah. But we'll have to find out how things play out. But anything else you want to mention?
No. I think that I'm going to be paying close attention. So sound off in the comments on what you think of the whole Bullet Club, the whole club reuniting. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Let us know. And yeah, I think we're all set.
All right. Well, let us know in the comments below, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys stood all the way through this video, give this a big thumbs up. If you haven't, then hey, whatever. Thank you guys for watching no matter what. I'm Unstoppable.
I'm Peter.
And we are out.
Given that's how we live it, don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.